Hi everybody, welcome to EduTap, and today we are going to discuss about the self-study plan that you can follow if you're going for the NABARD Grade 2025. So it's January currently, and the expected notification time duration is between July and August, right? So how to prepare even if you want to start from scratch now, we are going to discuss all about it. But before that, for more such videos, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, and in fact, even if you want to watch the syllabus related content, that is also we provide here free of cost on YouTube. And you can also join our Telegram channel where we provide the PDF of all the lectures that we conduct here on YouTube and also about all the updates on examinations. So you can find the link of our Telegram channel in the description box below. ठीक है, सबसे पहले बात करते हैं like what is the pattern of the exam. This I will briefly explain. Why briefly? Because we have already made dedicated videos on the patterns and everything, right? Our main focus today will be like what should be the ideal study plan as of now, which definitely you can modify accordingly. So these things I am going to touch very briefly. Please watch other videos if you want to know more about in detail about the patterns and everything. Okay. If we talk about in phase one, we have 8 subjects. We have reasoning, we have English, computer knowledge, quants, decision making, general awareness, ESI and ARD. And when you clear the sectional cutoff of all the subjects, and then there is an overall merit also from general awareness, ESI and ARD, then only you are eligible to appear on phase two. And if you talk about the pattern of phase two, so there we have 2 subjects main that you have to focus on. ठीक है, जहाँ पे आप पे paper one that is of general English, here it is descriptive English. ठीक है, before in pattern one case, what is the English that is asked to you? This is the objective multiple choice questions sort of English that is asked, while in phase two you have to focus on descriptive writing as well. ठीक है, तो एक चीज ये है. Secondly, we have ESI and ARD which is in your phase one also. There it is mix of both objective and descriptive. ठीक है, so what do we get to know from it? We get to know from it so that we have to prepare 8 subjects. ठीक है, of reasoning, English, computer, quants, decision making, general awareness, ESI and ARD. 8 subjects are there. Okay, where ESI and ARD are common in phase 1 and phase 2. So this is common, so here we have to focus very much. ठीक है, and then apart from that, in English we have, apart from objective MCQ multiple choice question that is asked in phase 1, we have descriptive writing as well. तो अभी तक हमको समझ में आता है we have to do overall 8 subject प्लस डिस्क्रिप्टिव राइटिंग प्रिपरेशन फॉर द एग्जामिनेशन. ठीक है, अब यहाँ पे बात करें पहले स्ट्रैटेजी क्या होगी फॉर द नॉन मेरिट सेक्शन. वाई एम आई एम्फसाइजिंग ऑन दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग. ठीक है, नॉन मेरिट, there are 2 sections I've told you. One is merit, general awareness, ESI and ARD. So whatever that is left, the 5 subjects, these are your non-merit section. Non-merit means what? That here you just have to clear the sectional cut off. You don't have to focus much on scoring maximum marks, because here only thing that matters is sectional cut off. Why am I touching this factor before sharing the study plan? Because in study plan you will see that the time that has been given to these subjects are very less, right? So you should know the purpose behind it. The purpose is that the sectional cutoffs are very less, that even if you are very weak at quants, reasoning and English, you are looking at the cutoffs, these are pretty much doable, right? Like for example, in reasoning the cutoff is 3-4 only out of 20. Anybody who had scored 3 marks in 2023, anybody who had scored 20 into 20, 20 by 20 in reasoning in 2023 cycle, they both were weighed on same scale, because the idea of non-merit is to just to clear the sectional cutoff. In English, you might see double digit, but then here it out of 30 also we are talking about. Okay, so out of 30 you are looking at 10, 11, 12 has been the cutoff. Highest you can, if you have to round off, you can say 13, right? In computer knowledge also 5.50 has gone the maximum, quants may 5 has gone the maximum, and decision making maybe it's around 1.25, 1.5 marks that has been the cutoff. Okay, so even when you are making a plan for yourself, although you can take inspiration from the plan I will share, but the main thing that you have to keep in mind that you have to be very selective with the chapters that you're going for the non-merit section. Okay, only go for specific chapters if you are dedicatedly preparing for NABARD examination, that I want to clear, because in NABARD it is non-merit in nature, but in a lot of exams that are conducted in India, quants, reasoning and English, they hold a very good weightage. So you first have to be very clear that what are the exams you're giving. If you're just solely focusing on NABARD, in that case I would suggest look at the previous year questions. You can find it easily on our EduTap website. ठीक है, आप वहाँ पे देख सकते हैं edutap.in में. You can download free of cost. Okay. I would suggest look at the previous year questions, see what are your strength, what chapters are your strength. देखो every year there are certain chapters which are asked every year. Okay, you can choose the one that you feel comfortable in. अब जैसे for example, what do I mean? Puzzles in your reasoning, they are asked every year, and around 5 to 10 marks are from puzzles, right? But puzzles are not everybody cup of tea. Puzzles are actually really tricky thing to solve, right? So if I go marks wise, then I would suggest do puzzles and you would easily clear exam. But that would be a wrong guidance. Why wrong guidance? Because puzzle in itself, it is actually, very puzzling in nature. So there's no use of wasting your time if it is not your cup of tea. How would you realize what is a cup of tea? You open previous year questions, okay? You would read the question, even though you don't know the answer at that time, even though you don't know how to solve it, but I guarantee you, when you will read the question, your heart will give you that answer, that okay, I might know this, I might not know how to solve this currently, but if I push myself, I might be able to do so. ठीक है? तो अभी बोलने के लिए I can say okay, coding decoding कर लो, ranking कर लो, ठीक है? And then ranking you have, then blood relations कर लो. This I can say from my end, right? But what's the use of it if it is not your comfort zone, right? If you have been given this golden opportunity that do only some chapters and you will be able to clear the sectional cutoff, then don't go with the burden. Okay, ma'am has said that these chapters come with maximum marks, I should do these only. No, look at previous year question and decide for yourself, okay, these are the chapters I am going to do, these are the chapters which are asked every year, these are the chapters from which number of questions are asked are a lot, and this is something which I am comfortable with doing. ठीक है? तो find out your favorable topics, learn those concepts and practice, practice and practice. Please keep in mind, for non merit, just be very specific with the studies. You have your whole life to, if you get interested in, you have whole life to learn about computer, you have whole life to to read books on decision making, but at this very moment your aim should be to clear the exam, and this will only happen if you focus more on the merit section and phase 2. ठीक है? Now if I talk about sources, when I say okay, follow this strategy, the next thing is from where to follow, from where to learn the concept, right? You must be thinking about that. So for that, there are some sources. For quants and reasoning, you can go for Dr. R.S. Agrawal's book. Why is it so? Because the level of NABARD is like okayish of that of IBPS PO, IBPS PO level बोल सकते हो आप, ठीक है? So it's like doable. The people who might be getting confused that why am I saying so easy, because if we look for its complementary examination RBI, it's very very difficult, the quants that is asked, right? So when I say that it is comparatively easy, I'm comparing it with RBI exam, which is also complementary regulatory body exam, means which have a lot of similarity in syllabus and pattern. ठीक है? इसके अलावा English SP बख्शी की आप ले लो, उसमें there is a lot of like practice questions that are there, so you can practice and understand. ठीक है? Computer knowledge के लिए you can go for Arihant or Lucent book, whatever your choice. And for decision making, you need to understand that decision making is not a subject in itself, it is part of management. So to study decision making, you would have to buy any management book. ठीक है? अब बात करते हैं मेरिट सेक्शन की. मेरिट सेक्शन में वी हैव जनरल अवेयरनेस, ईएसआई एंड एआरडी. ठीक है? जिसमें से जनरल अवेयरनेस इज आस्क्ड ओनली इन फेज 1 एंड ईएसआई एंड एआरडी आस्क्ड इन फेज 2. ठीक है? तो ये आपको अच्छे से करने पड़ेंगे. Syllabus, it is already present in the notification, and I myself have made video on detailed syllabus. Reason I'm not covering it over here, I don't want to make the videos repetitive, right? Our aim is to understand about study plan. If you download notification, you can get the syllabus. There's no time, there's no need of wasting the time. Similarly, already video have been made, you can watch that. ठीक है? अब बात करते हैं नॉन मेरिट सेक्शंस के लिए आप कहाँ से पढ़ सकते हो. तो स्टार्टिंग यू कैन आइदर, देखो, to the people who are completely beginners, or who are not from agriculture background, for them I would suggest you can buy Arun Katyan's Fundamental of Agriculture. It comes in 2 volume, and do not worry, it's not like that one volume will be very bulky and another volume will be very bulky. No, the normal book size, it is that. Okay? Why am I recommending such aspirants who are not who are from non agriculture background to go for Arun Katyan? Because they are in a very like you can say simple and comprehensive manner topics have been explained. Okay, but if you're from agriculture background and if your concepts are clear, in that case you need not to study everything in detail, right? You don't need to study any basics. In that case, I would recommend you can go for Agriculture at a Glance by R.K. Sharma or a competitive book of agriculture by Nemraj Sunda. Why? Because here all the content that you have already studied, they have been explained, they have been mentioned in multiple choice question format. So MCQs and one liners are there. So difference between these two book and this particular publication by means book by Arun Katyan, the difference is that in Arun Katyan it's like a in chapters form, while in case of Nemraj Sunda and Agriculture at a Glance, chapters are there but they are in the form of one liners and multiple choice questions. Okay, so it's sort of a revision sort of book. Okay, talking about ESI static, you can either refer to NCERT, but let me be very specific. If you're going for NCERT, please only focus on macroeconomics, not on microeconomics. It is not asked in the examination. And even if we talk about ESI static, does not hold much of the weightage from objective point of view, might be asked in descriptive writing, but that too it is somehow linked to the current affairs only. Okay, या फिर if you are not interested in NCERT, in that case Indian Economy by Ramit Singh, it is also good book. But the request is please do not study in depth. ESI का उतना weightage नहीं है static का, just understand the basics. ठीक है, social issues के लिए वैसे I would personally suggest that in case you're reading current affairs, you would already understand what are the social problems we are facing in India. But still, if you feel like no, I want to understand the basics. In that case, social problem in India by Ram Hoja, it's actually a good book to understand the static. ठीक है, यहाँ पे ये जो दो है ना, ये वेबसाइट का नाम है. This is again for the ARD. If you want to study ARD, if you don't want to buy books, eCourse and TNAU are two good websites where very good content is provided for agriculture related syllabus. ठीक है, अब करंट अफेयर्स की बात करें मेरिट की, तो यहाँ पे व्हेन आई से CA, आई एम इंक्लूडिंग योर जनरल अफेयर्स ऑल्सो, आई एम including your ESI current affairs also, and I'm including your ARD current affair also. From where you can do the Hindu, you can refer to PIB. I would say like this is like the Bible of NABARD examination. ठीक है, PIB भले ही जनरल अवेयरनेस हो, ESI CO ARD हो, काफी ज्यादा पूछा जाता है इस वेबसाइट से. विकासपीडिया is a website where in a very crisp manner government schemes are explained. But here one recommendation I would give you, that do like if you're going for self study, do cover it from Vikaspedia. लेकिन आप क्या चीज ध्यान रखना कि whenever you reading current affairs, like be alert that is there any new development has happened, because sometime like very less, but sometime it has been observed that new current development has happened in a scheme, but that is not immediately reflected in this Vikaspedia portal or website. ठीक है, तो इस चीज का ध्यान रखना. Otherwise it's a very good website. ठीक है, then you would have to refer to NABARD website for annual reports or any other reports that have been published by NABARD in that particular financial year before exam. Ministry website for their annual reports, and Economic Times से भी आपको जो है करंट अफेयर्स, ESI करंट अफेयर्स न्यूज मिल जाएगी. ठीक है, अब ये बहुत ब्रीफली वी हैव एक्सप्लेन. नाउ लेट्स कम टू टाइम टेबल, लाइक हाउ यू कैन फॉलो. ठीक है, अभी if you will see, you have a full half month video of January. ठीक है, तो January to February what you can do, start off with ARD static. Why ARD static? Because it is asked first of all both in phase 1 and phase 2. And if you have seen other videos, and if you have not, you can watch other videos. We know that ARD static has a lot of weightage. ARD का जो static या theoretical portion, it has a lot of weightage. So start off with it. ठीक है, ARD से static से start करो, and then apart from that you can club it with quants and reasoning. ठीक है, आप quants and reasoning के साथ इसको club कर सकते हो. जैसे आप क्या कर सकते हो कि for example you have around 45 days with you, not around 45, 40 41 42 आप मान के चल सकते हो. तो you can divide like 21 or 21 days या whatever segregation you want to do. ठीक है, आप वैसे कर सकते हो, and you can go for 21 days ARD static plus quants, and then for rest 21 days ARD static plus reasoning. अब some of you might be thinking, ma'am, quants how can it be done in 21 days, or reasoning how can it be done in 21 days? Again, then I want you to like focus again that I am talking about specific chapters. Specific chapters, 5 to 6 specific chapters for quants and reasoning are more than 21 days are more than enough to cover that, even if you're starting from scratch. ठीक है, apart from that, what you can do, newspaper reading you can do of editorials. Why? So that simultaneously you are gathering informations for your descriptive writing to understand what are the things that are going on across country. That would help you in your phase 2 descriptive answer writing also. Subconsciously will get an idea like how to write answers, and in editorials positive conclusions are also given, what can be done, like right in future, what steps can be taken. So definitely if that is etched in your mind from the very start, these things then will help you while you will be practicing solely or for the descriptive writing. Okay, to newspaper editorials, and again what is the recommendation over here, please stick to ESI and ARD static, I'm sorry, ARD syllabus. Okay, only read those editorials which are related to your exam syllabus and not otherwise. For example, a lot of geopolitical or elections related these editorials are there, you need not to cover them because these are not asked in exam. Okay, so be mindful about it. And you can start off with descriptive writing practice as well. How you can do so, for example, ARD static mein you have read one chapter, you can frame 2 3 questions for yourself and then start typing it. Now what will be benefit of it? First of all, your typing practice will be done. Okay, typing practice hogi. And second thing is, along with that, your revision of the chapter will also be done. ठीक है, रिवीजन ऑफ चैप्टर भी होगा. सो टू थिंग्स विल हैपन एट वन गो. ठीक है, सो स्टार्ट ऑफ विद दैट. नाउ इन मार्च एंड अप्रैल व्हाट यू कैन डू, cover ESI static. ठीक है, along with that you can club it with English, computer knowledge and decision making. Computer knowledge and decision making barely will take collectively 7 days of yours. ठीक है, English if you are starting from scratch it might take a little time, but ESI static and English is also like barely 1 month work is that. ठीक है, अब इसमें what you can do if anything, because you will be starting from 15th of January, not 1st of January. So some of you, for some of you some chapters might be skipped. So what you can do, whatever is left over from this first lot, you can cover it up in March and April. ठीक है, तो बेसिकली जैन फेब में ट्राई टू कवर ऑल द चैप्टर्स एंड ऑल द गोल्स. इफ that is not possible in January February, you felt like that you are taking some time to understand the concept, so do not be harsh on yourself that you could not complete in within the designated slots, or you're of no use, or why is it like that. It happens, right? Whenever you start off with something it takes time, right? So don't need to worry. This timetable has been made as such that if any buffer, that there is plenty of buffer you are having, that if you're not able to complete anything in a slot you would have time to recover it. ठीक है, तो कोई यहाँ पे बफर बचता है, इसको आप यहाँ कर सकते हो मई के टाइम में. अब व्हेन इट इज एक्सपेक्टेड दैट बाय अप्रैल एवरीथिंग स्टैटिक इज डन, नाउ नेक्स्ट स्टार्ट ऑफ विद करंट अफेयर्स. ठीक है, अब सम ऑफ यू माइट थिंक मैम करंट अफेयर्स का तो बहुत ज्यादा वेटेज होता है एग्जाम में, बट व्हाई वी आर कवरिंग इट आफ्टर a while, why we are not starting off with current affairs. ठीक है, the reason is it has been observed that 6 months before the exam are more than enough, like very important current affairs from the examination perspective. ठीक है, अभी as per the previous year analysis it is expected that the notification will be around July August, right? But what if, God knows for what reason, it gets delayed from July August, it becomes August September, right? We don't know, right? Because we don't know what's going on under the organization. Usually it comes in July August and every year it comes, so one surety is every year it comes, but the months can be delayed as well, है ना? So that is why we are covering current affairs thoda baad mein, so that if even if the notification gets delayed, those months will fall under 6 month criteria. What if you start off with January, but January does not fall under in that 6 months criteria, right? So why to waste your time, right? When you are starting from scratch, you have static to do, so why not just to start with it. ठीक है, another reason is if you have already covered static, then it will be easier for you to understand current affairs also. ठीक है, यहाँ पे नाउ यू स्टार्ट ऑफ विद रिवीजन, डू करंट अफेयर्स, थोड़ा थोड़ा करो रिवीजन, या एआरडी स्टैटिक का करो. देन जून में व्हाट यू डू, करंट अफेयर्स करो, ईएसआई स्टैटिक का करो. अब यू माइट बी थिंकिंग मैम वेयर इज इंग्लिश कंप्यूटर नॉलेज डिसीजन मेकिंग. सी दिस इज व्हाट वी आर सेइंग, बिकॉज दोज आर नॉन मेरिट. ठीक है, उतना वेटेज नहीं देना है. अब एक बार पढ़ लिया, अब एग्जाम के टाइम में यू डू द प्रैक्टिस. ठीक है, वेर यू व्हेन यू विल बी डूइंग मॉक टेस्ट, देन यू विल हैव योर डाउट्स क्लियर. ठीक है, अब जून में क्या करना है और क्या करना है, यहाँ से क्वांट्स रीजनिंग इंग्लिश की प्रैक्टिस मतलब ब्रश अप करना शुरू कर दो. ठीक है, डोंट डेडिकेट मच टाइम, बट यस ब्रश अप यू स्टार्ट. ठीक है, अब 2 months बिफोर एग्जामिनेशन यू हैव सीन दैट वी हैव लेफ्ट डिस्क्रिप्टिव राइटिंग. व्हाई वी स्टार्टेड ऑफ विद डिस्क्रिप्टिव राइटिंग? सी देखो, अल्टीमेटली इन डिस्क्रिप्टिव राइटिंग यू शुड नो द कंटेंट एंड योर टाइपिंग स्पीड शुड बी गुड, ठीक है। तो ये हमने शुरू में ही बैठा दिया, टाइपिंग स्पीड हमने बैठा दी व्हेन वी वर कवरिंग फ्रॉम स्टैटिक पोर्शन, ठीक है। उसके बाद हम धीरे धीरे आगे करंट अफेयर्स में आए एंड दैट ऑल्सो वी स्टार्टेड प्रैक्टिसिंग, ठीक है। अब प्रैक्टिस कर लिया, अब 2 months बिफोर एग्जामिनेशन यू डोंट हैव टू then focus on descriptive writing much. Why? Because to sit in phase 2 you have to clear phase 1 first, right? So 2 months before examination, it's been, we recommend that at that time everything should be covered. Current affairs, we do understand it takes time because there's a hell lot of current affairs. So current affairs start means continuously do them, and then the next thing is to just do revision and mock test, revision and mock test before exam. Once phase 1 is done, then you can again switch your focus to descriptive writing as well as ESI and ARD content, okay? So this is a rough plan that you can follow. I have not mentioned how many hours you should dedicate. You might be thinking, ma'am, you did not mention how many hours, many hours should I study? Why am I saying so? Because see, this is very subjective. I might say in 2 hours complete a chapter. Some of you might can do it in 1 hour, but some of you might take one day to complete it in the start, okay? So it will be very unfair and wrong of me to just give you some numbers, because if you will not be able to fulfill that thing in that particular number, that target in that particular time period, you will feel dejected, you will feel lost, and you will lack confidence, right? And that is not a good thing, okay? So you decide on yourself. If you are a slow learner, you have to push yourself to increase your hours. But if you feel like that you are like decent enough student, right, or your catching power is good, then you can dedicate less hours to it, right? So that's up to you how many hours that you have to dedicate. But yes, this seems to be the perfect plan for you, okay? You can modify it plus minus as per your current position, like how much do you already know about the exam, right? Or if it is taking time, then you can ऊपर नीचे आप थोड़ा कर सकते हो. Like for example, before 2 months we have just kept that for revision. If you're pushing yourself, still you are not able to complete it till June, do that in July also, right? Whatever portion is left, do that in July. In July and August, if you have seen it, said that it just for revision, it does not mean that you cannot, at least in July, that you cannot study something that is left over 1 2 chapters that is there. 1 2 chapter is enough, right? So means enough for a month, in a month to cover, ठीक है? तो आप वो कर सकते हैं definitely. So that is all in this video. I hope this plan has given you clarity how to approach for 2025 cycle, and I wish you all the very best for exam. Thank you.